Lucky Boys Podcast.
How would a normal guy become a top tier person?
Influencer?
Not an influencer.
Just
a
better
personally,
version of
a better
yours,
version,
yeah.
the top tier version of themselves. For example, let's just say if I'm grading myself, let's say I'm just an average guy. So what's average grade? C? Is that fair? C plus?
Yeah.
So let's just say if we're doing on a grading Asian grading system.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's like super C plus. I'm like, yo, you failed, bro.
Actually, it's not even middle average. It's like below
see
average.
the disappointment in your face.
Yeah, like C is below average.
Right away, I
for
saw
Asian
Leo
grading
like,
system.
oh.
C plus.
You know, but
we don't do C's here. You know, only A's, bro. Okay.
so let's say that, right? Yeah. And I'm a C plus guy, but I have a potential.
Yeah.
To be an A. It's not that I don't, but I don't have the resources, or at least I think I have these self-limiting thoughts. So how do I get there as a C plus average guy if I'm grading myself? As an average guy, how do I become a top tier man?
Yeah, I got you. Number one is definitely fashion. Learning how to dress for the right occasion. So when you're going to a movie date, to a museum date, to going to the club, going to a nice dinner, dressing right for different occasion, that's a big part. Two, like fitness is such an important thing. I think it's such an important foundation in general, because it's only gonna get harder as you get older. So you need to start younger. And it's not just fitness, it's a healthy lifestyle, like learning how to cook healthy, learning how to eat healthy, like get used to drinking a gallon of water, get used to eating your fruits and vegetables, so that it's not like, oh my God, I got to do this. No, like it should just be that's what your body
part
needs.
of your daily lifestyle.
Yeah. I think another big mindset change is you need to figure out your wants and your needs. You don't need to go out every weekend. You want to.
That's a big one.
You don't need to spend money on certain things. You want to. But what do you really want in life? Like, life is short. Life can be so short. So don't think, okay, I'm going to retire, I'm going to travel. Like, to me, I think the earlier you travel, the better. But don't spend all your money on it. You know, you can still do Airbnb and like, you know, do budget travel. But like, I think once you see the world more, it opens up your perspective, and this opens up conversations. Because I think is that the mindset? Is that part of the mindset change? That's a big part. Because like, if we don't connect on fashion, I think we can talk about travel. Yeah. I want to travel. I'm sure everybody wants to travel somewhere, or you've been somewhere that I probably have never been to. So we have something that we can relate and we can like connect. Right. You know, even if we don't connect on other stuff, and then, you know, or if we've been to the same place and it's like, oh, wait a second, like you didn't like this or you like that. So like that's already a whole conversation.
Hey, that's exactly it. Because like I had a friend that I played basketball with, right? But outside of basketball, we could never connect. And then I was going to Barcelona, and he all of a sudden, because he's an introvert, and all of a sudden this guy lit up with extreme energy because he lived in Barcelona for 5 years. Oh, wow. And all of a sudden he goes, you got to go here, you got to go here. And then all of a sudden we connected, and then we became pretty good friends, because once he opened up, it just it leaked into other areas, and then he didn't feel, I guess, as closed off or as walled off as he should be with me or anyone else, and we ended up actually becoming pretty good friends.
Travels really break barriers. Like even as recently as like a few days ago, I was at a hockey game at an event, but there were also like brand executives and like owners were there, and they invited like a handful of influencers there. And that was a very like I'm constantly learning. So it's like a very learning moment where like, wow, you guys were great because like you guys hit it off with the brand executives, because all the other influencers just came in, took a photo, and they like went to the game. Like they didn't like mingle, but like you guys talked to the brand people, and like once they saw like, oh wow, like they saw on my profile, oh wow, you travel a lot. I was like, yeah, I go to Europe all the time. Little did I know, the brand executive was like the global PR director, and she's from Italy. So then we're talking about Italy. We're talking about, oh yeah, we love this, we love that. And like, if you share the love of someone else, of their country, like I'm from Hong Kong, right? So if you're like, yo, I love Hong Kong, I'm like, all right, let's talk, right? We're talking about Asia. And that's another one. I was at the Tumi event, and like the creative director travels to Asia a lot for work. And like his creative team, his design team is like all Asian. So we hit it off talking about Asia and travels and like the culture. And that's the beauty about that. Like you can share the culture, the world, and have that diverse connection.
So 3 things to recap.
Yeah.
We have fashion, style, wear clothes that fit, and exercise, eat healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a basic foundation for anyone in life. And the third thing
was like wants and
travel.
needs. I think like travel, but like the big picture is like what your wants and needs are. So I think a lot of people think about money is a problem, right? Like, oh, I want to start a side business, but like I'm going out drinking every weekend. Or like, oh, I want to change my career, but I'm watching Netflix every night. So it's like, dude, life is short. What do you want?
So have your action match
Your action 100% needs to match what your wants are, because it's not just going to come. Like I didn't start Levitate.
You're not going to get a
style.
6-pack watching Netflix.
Exactly. Yeah, you can
get a different type of 6-pack.
You can read about push-ups all you want. You can watch YouTube videos about how to work out, but it won't matter until you do one and you start it. But that's the thing. It's like a lot of people are just like, maybe they're so burdened by their 9 to 5 that they have to spend their weekends drinking.
Lucky Boys Podcast.